Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Wow, that's a little loud. Okay, I'll speak softly. We made it to Shabbat. So take a breath. That was good. Whoever, take a deep breath. Let it out and relax. I know that some people came here from Long Island because they live there. Others came here from Long Island because they had to go work there. People had to commute. People had to do all kinds of things to get here. I know at least one person who's celebrating the last day of school, right? Wasn't it today? Next week? I'm sorry, I knew it was a Friday. Sorry, one week to go. My bad. Sorry. So we made it here. So please take a minute to relax and think back through your week, all the way back to last Shabbat. I really believe that if we let a week of our lives go by and just put it away, it's wasted. It's not, we forget about it, file it away. Life is too precious to do that. So please take a minute and think back through each day of the week. What did you do last Saturday? What did you do last Sunday? And go through each day of the week. Think of what you did. What were your successes? What were your accomplishments? What were your joys? What were the difficult times? What did you have to overcome this week? What was it that made each day of this week worth living? And I'll give you a little time to think about that. And as you do, your assignment is to figure out what was the best part of the week. What was the best thing that happened to you this week? If it was a wonderful week, then you get to pick among a bunch of great things. If it was a difficult week, then you try to find a time that was a little gentler, a little easier. But would everyone please take a minute now and go back and taste the week over again before we put it away. While you're there, Joanna, if you make this just a tiny bit softer, that'd be neat. Thank you. 1, 2, 3. That's good. Okay. And when you have decided what the best thing was of your week, the hardest thing I will ask of you all evening is to get up and find someone in this room whom you don't know and go over and introduce yourself. Tell them your name, ask them their name, tell them the best thing that happened to you, and ask them the best thing that happened to them. You can't turn to a person you're sitting with. That's not funny. Okay? Go find someone you don't know, meet someone new, and share the best things that happened in your week. Please do that now.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you for being so welcoming. We invite you to take your seats. We begin with our new melody for Hine Matov by Alana Arian. The words Hine Matov U'Manayim and the new English that she's provided for us are up on the screens. Hine Matov U'Manayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov U'Manayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Try it with me. Hine Matov U'Manayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov U'Manayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. How good it is.
How good it is.
How sweet it is.
How sweet it is
to be together on this day. How good it is.
How good it is.
How sweet it is.
How sweet it is
to be together on this day. Hine Matov. Hine Matov. U'Manayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov.
It won't hurt you to clap.
U'Manayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem. Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem. Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem. Salam Aleikum. How good it is.
How good it is.
How sweet it is.
How sweet it is
to be together on this day. How good it is.
How good it is.
How sweet it is.
How sweet it is
to be together on this day. Hine Matov U'Manayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov U'Manayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. We continue in our Sidurim and our prayer books on page 131. Yismechu Hashamayim is the bottom paragraph on 131. It says, let the heavens rejoice and the earth exult, let the sea and all within it thunder. Yismechu Hashamayim v'tagel haaretz yiraham hayam u'melo. Yismechu Hashamayim v'tagel haaretz yiraham hayam u'melo. Yamamai, mai, mamai, yamamai, mamai, yamamai, mamai, 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 yamamai, mamai, yamamai, mamai, yamamai, mamai, 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 yamamai, mamai, yamamai, mamai, yamamai, mamai, 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 yamamai, mamai, yamamai, mamai, yamamai, mamai, yismechu hashamayim v'tagel haaretz yiraham hayam u'melo. Yismechu hashamayim v'tagel haaretz yiraham hayam u'melo. Page 138, 139, L'chadodi. We will join together in verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. L'chadodi, לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ותפארת ולתחילה. לך דודי, לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. Verse 2. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי היא מקור הברכה, מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך דודי, לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. Verse 5. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך קומי אורי, 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 שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. לך דודי, לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. Verse 9, we rise and face the entrance if we're able. באוי בשלום, עטרת פנה, גם בשמחה ובשולה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואו יחלה, בואו יחלה. לך דודי, לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
Please be seated. This Shabbat is filled with celebrations. We prepare to celebrate tomorrow morning with Jessica Kipnis as she comes to the Torah as a bat mitzvah. And we join in the celebration of Karen Miller and Brian Burstein as they prepare to come to the altar as bride and groom in just a couple of weeks. Brian has grown up here, and it's such a joy to share with the two of you and with your families this start of this huge simcha. It's kind of like, Spanish celebration just goes on for weeks and stuff like that, so it's all good. So in addition to all the celebrations of Shabbat, we celebrate these wonderful simchas. And so this is one of those times of year when Shabbat actually really does start right at the time that we say it starts. The sun is setting, and we get to light the candles as it's getting darker outside. We bring light, we bring joy into this room. Candle lighting is on page 121 and 120, and we invite Cindy and Jessica Kipnis to lead us. Start with the reading.
Okay, sorry. As these Shabbat candles give light to all
who
those
behold
who
them,
behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us, as their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotah, v'tzivanu alav b'ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign
I know some of you are guests in our congregation tonight, and so I'd like to invite you to read with us, sing with us. We don't do any part where it's the rabbi's part or the cantor's part. Everything, if you feel like being part of it, just join in. We're not going to tell you when. If you feel like singing, sing. If you don't think you're a great singer, sing anyway. Because God created your voice, and we're singing to God. We're not giving concerts at the Met. So sing out to God in any way you want. So please don't wait for us to tell you, because we're not going to. Page 124. We enter this sanctuary to welcome Shabbat. Within these walls, we sit surrounded by numberless generations. Our ancestors built the synagogue as a visible sign of God's presence in their midst. Throughout our long history and our endless wanderings, it has endured, a beacon of truth, love, and justice for all humanity. Its presence guided our ancestors to lives of righteousness, holding up to them a vision of their truest selves. Now we, in our turn, come into this sanctuary to affirm the sacredness of our lives. May we enter this place in peace. May holiness wrap around us as we cross its threshold. Weariness, doubt, the flaws within our human hearts, the harshness of the weak, let these drop away at the door. In the brightness of Shabbat, let peace settle upon us as we lift our hearts in prayer. Page 144. Amen.
Amen. Yehesh merava mevarach lehalam olam me'omaya yitbarach v'yishtabach yitpar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemed kudsha b'richu le'elamin kol berchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran be'alma v'meru. Amen.
Page 146, please rise if you are able.
Baruch Adonai HaMevarach le'olam bo'ed.
149. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your health guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim.
Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael, amcha avta, Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadeta, Al-ken Adonai Eloheinu b'shachbenu, Uv'kumenu anasiach b'chukecha, V'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, Uv'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed, Ki hem chayenu, Ve'arech yameinu, Uvahem negei yomam v'layla, ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל, אוהב עמו ישראל. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. ברוך שם כבוד מלכותו לעולם ועד. You may be seated. We're on page 154. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בהם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
156. All this we hold to be true and trustworthy for us. You alone are our God, and we are Israel, your people. You are our sovereign and Savior, who delivers us from oppressors' hands and saves us from tyrants' fists. You work wonders without number, marvels beyond count. You give us life and steady our footsteps. You perform miracles for us before Pharaoh, signs and wonders in the land of the Egyptians. You led your people Israel out from their midst into freedom for all time. When your children witnessed your dominance, they praised your name in gratitude, and they accepted your sovereignty. Moses, Miriam, and all Israel sang to you together, lifting their voices joyously.
158. Mi chamocha elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot, osefele, nora tehilot, osefele, osefele, malchutecha ra'u vanecha, bokei hayam livnei Moshe, Moshe u'Miriam zeli, anu v'yomeru, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed, le'olam va'ed. Mi chamocha elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot, osefele, nora tehilot, osefele, osefele.
Thus it is said, Adonai redeemed Jacob from a hand stronger than his own. Praised are you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. On 160, a prayer for peace at times when we feel defenseless. Grant, O God, that we lie down in peace, and raise us up our guardian to life renewed. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Guide us with your good counsel. For your name's sake, be our help. Shield and shelter us beneath the shadow of your wings. Defend us against enemies, illness, war, famine, and sorrow. Distance us from wrongdoing. For you, God, watch over us and deliver us. For you, God, are gracious and merciful. Guard our going and coming to life and to peace evermore. Blessed are you, Adonai, guardian of Israel, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu, va'al kol amo Yisrael, va'al Yerushalayim.
Page 162. This is a new melody for us of Yismechu. Yismechu, Yismechu, v'malachutecha, shomrei Shabbat, v'korei oneg. Yismechu, Yismechu, v'malachutecha, shomrei Shabbat, v'korei oneg. Amikadshei shevi, kulam yismechu v'yitangu mituvecha. Yismechu, Yismechu v'malachutecha, shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg. V'hashbi ratzita bo, v'kidashto, v'kidashto. Chemdat yamim, chemdat yamim, oto karatan, karatan. Zecher l'maaseh v'reishit, zecher l'maaseh v'reishit. Yismechu, Yismechu v'malachutecha, shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg.
We are a people in whom the past endures, in whom the present is inconceivable without moments gone by. The Exodus lasted a moment enduring forever. What happened once upon a time happens all the time. On page 164, 66, 68, we continue with the Amidah. Please rise if you are able.
That my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imateinu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaGadol, HaGibor v'Hanara, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Kanei HaKol, V'Zocher Chasei Avot V'Imahot, U'Mevi Geula Livnei B'neihem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magid Avraham Be'ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol atah Rab V'Hoshia, Morid HaTal, Mechalkel Chayim B'Chesed, Mechayeh HaKol B'Rachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim V'Rofech Olim, U'Matir Asurim, U'Mekayim Emunato, L'Shenei Afar, Milchamocha V'Gevurot, U'Nido Melach, Melech Mimit U'Mekayeh, U'Matzliach Yeshua, V'Leman
praise you every day. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh. Please be seated. 173. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who are hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. 174. Find favor, Adonai our God, with your people Israel, and accept their prayer in love. May the worship of your people Israel always be acceptable. God, who is near to all who call, turn lovingly to your servants. Pour out your Spirit upon us. Let our eyes behold your loving return to Zion. Blessed are you, Adonai, whose presence returns to Zion. Baruch atah Adonai, hamachazir shechinato l'Tzion. 177. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth which day by day sustains us. For all these and more we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha, ulecha na'eh lahodot.
178. Shalom Rav, Shalom Rav, Shalom Rav, Yisrael Amcha. Shalom Rav, Shalom Rav, Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav, ki ata u'melech Adon, melech Adon, lechol ha'shalom, ki ata u'melech Adon, melech Adon, lechol ha'shalom. Shalom Rav, Shalom Rav, Shalom Rav, Yisrael Amcha. Shalom Rav, Shalom Rav, Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol lit u'b'chol shah b'shlomecha, b'shlomecha. Shalom Rav, Shalom Rav, Shalom Rav, Yisrael Amcha. Shalom Rav, Shalom Rav, Yisrael Amcha, Tasiv Leolam. Shalom Rav, Shalom Rav. We continue with the silent prayer through page 181, or the words of our own hearts. We will join back together on page 180. shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru amen. Oseh shalom b'imrav u'yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav u'yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav u'yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru amen.
It is our honor and our joy to share this evening as Karen Miller and Brian Burstein prepare for their upcoming wedding. And Aufruf is actually a chance for families to celebrate and to extend their celebration to the community. And that's all of us tonight. So as we walk around with the Torah, as Brian and Karen join in the little parade as we go by you, we're going to ask their families to distribute the candy that you have here. Just a couple of rules about the candy. Hold on to it. It's not to eat right now. It's not mid-service nosh. But near the end, and we'll tell you when, please, near the end of the Aufruf itself, we are going to invite you to wish bride and groom a life of sweetness by throwing the candy at them underhand. Okay, really, I know. Oh, God, that was true sisterly love I saw right there. Oh, Jessica going, damn it. So, no, underhand, like for sweetness, not for bodily injury.
No
okay?
black eyes.
So, yeah, we'll be looking for that. So, we'll be handing that out. In the meantime, please turn to page 362 in the prayer book.
In kamocha Elohim Adonai v'in kemasecha malchutcha malchut kol olamim u'memshaltecha b'chol dor v'dor Adonai melech Adonai malach Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed Adonai oz le'amo yitin Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom.
Please rise if you are able. take off one of the crowns, please, and stand it right there on that wooden table. Right there. And one of you, please take off the pointer. And hold that for a second. I'll take it from you. And the other, please take off the cover. Drop that on the chair back there, too. Thank you. Come on, here. Please be seated. Right here. This portion, if Mount Sinai is the pinnacle, the zenith of the moments of Jewish life, this portion, not this celebration, is the nadir. It is the absolute bottom of our experience. In this portion, the Israelites are, no, it's not them. I said that, it's not them. It's good. By the way, it's no experimental portion. It's good, it's okay. But something incredibly challenging happens here. Something for all of us to consider, because it's been just 1 year since the Exodus from Egypt. The Israelites have traveled through the desert, through the Sinai, through much of what's now Jordan, and have come to the Promised Land. In the first year, the end of the first year, the beginning of the second year of the Exodus. And they send out spies to check out the land. And we're going to read what happens when the spies come back, which changes the course of the lives of every single individual who was alive at that time. And it has to do a lot with the word that I want to teach you later, which is a word which wasn't yet invented when the Torah existed, which is Gewalt. I will explain that later. But basically, 10 of the 12 people come back and go, Gewalt. We'll talk about that. So.
Yamdu Rachmiela Fega Bat Shlomo Verachava Vebaruch David ben Abraham Yitzchak Velea Le'alei ala Torah.
Baruch Hu Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Ha'amim V'natan Lanu Et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai Notein HaTorah.
Amen. Vayashuvu mitor haaretz miketz 40 yom. And they came back from spying out the land after 40 days. V'yelchu v'yavou el Moshe ve'el Aharon ve'el kol adat b'nei Yisrael. And they went and they came before Moses and Aaron and the whole community of Israel. El midbar paran kadesha. In the place they were staying, which was Kadesh, in the wilderness of Paran. Vayashivu otam davar. And they brought their report. That kol ha'edah. To them and to the whole community. V'yir'um et pri ha'aretz. And they showed them the incredible fruit of the land. V'yisapru lo v'yamru. And they spoke to Moses, or Aaron, not sure which one they were addressing, and said, Banu el ha'aretz asher shalachtanu. We came to the land that you sent us to. V'gam zavat chalav u'dvash hu hi. And it is truly flowing with milk and honey. V'zeh piryah. And this is some of the fruit of the land. Ephes, ki az ha'am, hayoshev ba'aretz. But it won't do us any good, because the people of that land are incredibly strong. V'harim b'tzurot gedolot ma'od. And the cities are very well fortified. V'gam yilidei ha'anak ra'inu sham. And we saw the children of giants there. Amalek yoshev ba'aretz, ba'eretz ha'negev. The Amalekites are dwelling in the south, in the land of the Negev. V'hachiti v'hayevusi v'hamori yoshev bahar. And the Hittites and the Jebusites and the Amorites have all taken over the hill country. V'hakana'ani yoshev al hayam v'al yad hayarden. And the Canaanites live by the sea, by the Mediterranean, and also over by the Jordan. V'yichas Kalev et ha'am el Moshe. But Caleb silenced the people in front of Moses. Vayomer, and he said, Alo na'aleh. No, let us go up. V'yarashnu ota. And let us take possession of it. Ki yachol nuchala. We can certainly do this. V'hanashim asher alu imo amru. But the people, the others who went with him, said, Lo nuchal la'alot el ha'am. no, we cannot go up to this land. Ki chazak hu mimenu, for they are stronger than we are. V'yotziu dibat haaretz asher taru ota el bnei Yisrael. And they told a terrible report about the land they went through to all the Israelites. Lemor, and they said, haaretz asher avanu va la torota eretz ochelet yoshveha hi. And they said, the land which were sent to spy out is a land which devours its inhabitants. V'chol ha'am asher re'inu betocha anshe midot. Every single person we saw there was huge. V'sham re'inu et hanephilim, b'nei anak min hanephilim. And we saw the Nephilim there, the largest members of the Anakite tribe. Unehi be'einenu kechagavim. And we felt like we were grasshoppers. V'chein hayinu be'eineihem. And that's how we looked to them too. V'tisa kol ha'am v'yitnu et kolam v'yivku ha'am b'alayla hahu. And all the people lifted their voices and started crying. And they cried all night long. V'ilonu el Moshe ve'el Aharon kol b'nei Yisrael. And all the Israelites complained to Moses and to Aaron. Vayomru alehem, and they said to them, kol ha'ida, the whole community said, lu matnu be'eretz Mitzrayim. If only we had died in the land of Egypt. Oba mibar hazel lu matnu. Or if we had died in this first year of our wandering. V'lama Adonai meviotanu el haaretz hazot. Why is God bringing us into this land? Linpol b'charev, where we will fall by the sword. Nashenu v'tapenu yiyu lavaz. Our wives and our children will be carried off as captives. Halotov lanu shuv mitzrayma. Wouldn't it be better for us to go back to Egypt now? Vayomru ish el achiv, and everybody said to everyone else, Nitna rosh v'nashuva mitzrayma. Let's get together and make a plan to go back to Egypt.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah temet, v'chayei olam nata b'toheinu, Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
Amen. The first prayer for healing, the first blessing we say now is Misha Berach Lacholeh, the prayer for those who are ill. And so please turn to page 371. And we ask those of you who are praying for someone, healing of their body, healing of their soul, healing of their spirit, either to say their names to yourself right now, or if you wish to rise, and as they look at you, please say their names aloud. But either way, make them part of our prayer for healing.
Sheberach Avoteinu Avraham. This is not the melody that's in the book. Sorry. Mi sheberach Avoteinu Mekor habracha leimorteinu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mi sheberach imotenu, mekor habracha leavortenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shalema, the renewal of body
Brian and Karen, in addition to the joy of being asked to be part of your celebration now and in a couple of weeks, having watched Brian and his family grow since you were really little, which is an incredible joy. And yeah, it's really cool that you're here, and we weren't all sure that was going to happen that way, because you gave us some runs for our money at time, dude. I won't do that at your wedding, I promise. I can do it here. That's all. Just do it here. But I love the fact that we are celebrating your love in this synagogue, where you grew up, and then at Anshe Emeth, where you grew up, that your biggest problem was figuring out which of our two Jewish communities to celebrate in. What a wonderful problem to have. When you said to me, would you mind sharing doing the wedding with Rabbi Miller, my answer to you was, it would be my absolute joy to have the two of you both coming with such an incredible sense of Jewish community, of Jewish presence in your lives, is a blessing to all of us who know you, to all of us who see you. And so today, as you stand on this bima, and we ask God to bless you for your whole lives, the Misha Berach also includes a blessing for us, that we should be blessed in the reflection of your light. And I cannot imagine any couple for whom that is more true. So we ask God to bless you. Misha Berach Avotenu, Abraham, Yitzchak, V'Yaakov, V'imotenu Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, V'Leah, Hu Yivarech et Hechatan ve'et Hakala, V'yatzliach et darkam asher yelchu ba mehayom v'hal'ah, Yachdav yimtzuu tamid, chen v'chesed be'enei kol ro'ehem, v'yizku livnot bayit b'Yisrael, l'shem v'lit hina, v'yihi shalom b'reitam, v'shalva v'hashket b'libotam, kol hayamim asher hem chayim al ha'adama, v'et kol shoshvinim kan, v'et kol yoshvim po, hu yivarech b'chol hatov, v'yarich yimehem b'ne'imim, v'yishlach bracha v'hatzlacha v'chol ma'aseh yadehem im kol Yisrael achehem v'nomar amen. May you who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah, and who blessed all the men and women of Israel in every generation, bless this bride and this groom. Guide them on life's journey. May their marriage be a joy and a good example to all who know them. May they fashion a Jewish home worthy of praise, a secure refuge where they find tranquility during all their days together. May the love this couple shares inspire and bless their family, their friends, and the entire community of Israel. And let us say, Amen. Please rise if you are able.
V'zat ha'Torah asher sa Moshe lifnei b'nei Yisrael al pi Adonai v'yad Moshe.
And this is the Torah which Moses placed before the people of Israel, as God commanded. Page 374.
Yahallelu et Shem Adonai, ki nizkar Shem Olevado. Hodo haaretz
Beshamayim.
v'yarem keren le'amo. Tehila lechad hasidas. Livnei Yisrael
this blessing is so special to me. This is the oldest blessing we know. This blessing has followed our people through 3,000 years of our lives. And this blessing has followed each of you since you were welcomed into the world. I had the honor of asking God to bless you with these words at your bar mitzvah 19 years ago. And at your confirmation. And tonight, as we prepare for your wedding, we ask God to bless you not as an individual now, but as a couple. And the only thing that I wish beyond the words of this blessing is that one day the two of you will know the joy that your families feel right now, hearing these words said for those whom you bring into the world. May God bless you and protect you. May the light of God's face shine on you, and may God be good to you. May God's face be lifted up on you. May God always watch over you. And may God bless you through long and wonderful lives together with peace. Ready? Please. Stay there. Mazel tov.
No one hit the candles, please.
Take something with you. Take it here.
I think we're going to need some more kiddush for the end of the service. If somebody could-
You know that game that no one wins on the boardwalk?
Impressive.
Wow.
Won it, though.
Yeah. From like 20 feet? Really? Whoever did that? Really? Brian, don't worry. We got people. It's okay.
It's okay.
You're going to smell like a brewery if you do that. So, don't worry, please. It's good. It's
Thank
good.
you, guys.
Mazel tov.
Mazel
Everyone
tov.
say mazel tov.
Mazel tov!
Please be seated. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm going to step on all this stuff. Well, we do. Right. So, I said I was going to talk to you about this word gewalt. One of the things I love about Yiddish is that a lot of it is not translatable. Here's the translation of gewalt. Oh dear. If you think that works as a translation, you're mistaken. The translation of gewalt is gewalt. It's the best I can do. It's kind of like chutzpah. Just, it needs to be in Yiddish. So, I want to talk to you about gewalt. And to do it, I'd like you to imagine where the Israelites were at this point in their journey. It's only the beginning of the second year of this Exodus. So not only in their lifetimes, but just a year ago, think of what they witnessed. They witnessed their salvation from slavery. They witnessed the most powerful, thank you, Bob. They witnessed the most powerful authority they could imagine brought down by God. The plagues, leaving slavery, walking out of Egypt. If that wasn't enough, they walk a couple of days. The Red Sea splits in front of them. They walk through to safety. Their enemies are killed behind them. If that's not enough, They go to Mount Sinai, and they witness something inexplicable in its power. Literally what amounted to an hours-long earthquake as God spoke to them from the top of the mountain. This is not just in their lifetimes, this is in their recent history. And now they're heading for the promised land, the land God said is going to be yours. They are powerful. According to the numbers, people say 600,000. No, 600,000 men of fighting age. If you do the math on that, it's well over 1 million total people walking through the desert. By the way, just wiping out anything in their way. If you don't make peace with us, we wipe you out. These are not some stragglers going, oh, please help me. They get almost to the land. They send in the spies. The spies come out and they go, Gewalt. And what do? They give up instantly. Oh my God, it would have been better if we had died in Egypt. Are you kidding me? I mean, whether you take the story literally or not, let's just assume for a moment that it happened to these people, as the story says, and they go, oh no, there are big people there and strong cities. We can't do it. Oh my God, you're right. Let's get together and plot how we can go back to Egypt. How? How could people give up their dream, but not just their dream, because a dream, sometimes you have to give up dreams. How could people give up the dream that they have seen in the course of the past 12 months being validated and pushed forward by this being so powerful that it destroyed the sun god? Pharaoh was the sun god. What happened? It's the power of Gewalt. Because while I truly believe that love is the strongest emotion we can feel, and I do believe that people will act out of love in ways they will for nothing else, I'm also very certain that the emotion which is most easily manipulated in us is not love. You know how hard it is to fall in love with someone. It's not easy. The most easily manipulated is fear. Someone goes Gewalt, and we all run for the hills. That's all it took. 10 guys coming back and going, oh, no, we can't do that. By the way, here's the gorgeous produce of the land, but you're never going to see it because we can't do it. Forget Pharaoh. Forget the Exodus. Forget the Red Sea. Forget Mount Sinai. Forget this year that we've been walking through the desert and manna has popped up every single day for us to eat. Forget it all. We can't do it. Go back to Egypt. How fast they were to shed their dreams because someone scared them. And we need to take this seriously today. We need to take this seriously. Because fear is used to manipulate people as much today as ever. The simplest example, you're watching a TV show, and the little teaser comes on for the 11 o'clock news. It says, panic in a New Jersey mall. Details at 11. Which mall? Where? What happened? Was I there? Did I do it? Is someone I know? Well, the mall was in Paramus. You don't live there. But you don't find that out till 11. But you're sure as hell going to turn in at 11 because you got to find out where the thing was. Disease hits New Jersey. Well, 2 guys got sick in Boonton. But we don't hear that. We just, stop eating this. Stop drinking this. Stop doing this. It's bad for you. Don't go there. We have people who are part of this congregation who have not traveled to New York City since 9/11. Adults, intelligent human beings, who have said that since 9/11 they would no longer go to New York City because it's too dangerous. I went to school in New York City in the 70s. Taka, that was dangerous. I'm not being funny. It was dangerous to take the E train back to Queens in the 70s. I won't go to New York City. I won't fly on an airplane. I won't go to Paris. I won't go to London. I won't do this. I won't do that. I won't go here. I won't do any of this because someone's scaring me. You know what happens to that entire generation of Israelites after they cry Gewalt? They are all doomed to die in the wilderness. God says, nope. If you could look at everything I did and you could not believe that this can happen, if your fear could overwhelm you because of one Gewalt, you're going to wander around for another 38 years until you all die off and a new generation starts, a generation that believes that this can happen. And they do. By the way, only 2 people get to go on. Caleb, whom we just read about, and Joshua. The 2 people who came back and said, yeah, there are challenges. It's not easy, but we can do it. Of course we can do it. They saw the same thing the other 10 saw. But they said, we don't need Gewalt. So the people had a choice. Listen to 10 or listen to 2. And that's why I said that we are so easily manipulated with fear. Because when someone says be afraid, you go, okay, I'm afraid. How much should I be afraid? What should I be afraid of? Old Jewish joke, telegram says, start worrying, details to follow. Worry, be afraid. Okay. There are things to be afraid of. There are things to be afraid of in this world. But why do we immediately believe that we should be afraid without listening for other voices? Why should we immediately go with the fear, with the Gewalt, instead of saying, well, what is this person saying? Where do they come from? What are they trying to get us to do? This isn't about politics. This, to me, is as a Jew and as an American. Think of the values that we are allowing to slip out of our grasp right now because of fear. That we turn on our neighbors and talk about getting them deported because they didn't come from the right country. Where there is now a call to censor the internet because terrorists are using it. Haven't we seen what freedom does? Isn't there enough that at least 2 voices are going, this is good, we can do this, let's work with this, of course there are problems, we can do it? But the loud voices are terrifying. The loud voices want us to respond with fear. Close the doors, shut things down, don't let people do, don't let people talk, don't let people think, because if you do, someone's going to come and blow you up. Could it happen? It could. Is it likely to happen? No, it's not. It's just not. Why do we allow fear and those who push fear to tell us how to live? Our ancestors did it, and it cost them their lives. It cost them their dreams. They died in the desert, every last one of them, because they heard Gewalt and said, Gewalt, you're right. We can do better. You and I, we can do better. Caleb and Joshua did not say it's easy. They just said it can be done. Standing up to fear is not easy, but it can be done if we have the courage of faith in ourselves, in our neighbors, in our society, and in our God. It can be done. Gewalt does not win unless we allow it to.
Rab Nachman of Breslov said, all the world is a very narrow bridge. The key is not to be afraid. So I've chosen a picture of a bridge that I would surely be fearful to walk on or drive on, to sing this song, Kol Haolam Kulo, Gesher Tsar Me'od. Kol Haolam Kulo, Gesher Tsar Me'od, Gesher Tsar Me'od. גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד, כל העולם כולו, גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד.
Page 586 in the middle of the page. Please rise if you are able. Page 591, please be seated.
ונאמר
והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. I want to congratulate the Kipnis family on your celebration tomorrow. Mazel tov, we look forward to sharing and celebrating with you. And to the Millers and the Bursteins and the Michaels and all the names all in there together, Mazel tov to all of you, and I am certainly looking forward to celebrating with you in a couple of weeks. Keep the celebration going. On behalf of our congregation, Karen and Brian, we have a little gift for you. This is a mezuzah from you to put on one of the doors of your home to keep God's blessing and to keep us with you throughout your life. For those of you who are around during the daytime, this Wednesday is our monthly Lunch with Don and Joanna, 12:30 at Wegmans upstairs. We have an amazing assortment of food to eat, which is anything you want to buy at Wegmans downstairs. We meet for an hour, 12:30 to 1:30. We don't have an agenda. It's whatever anyone wants to talk about. It is open to anyone that wants to join us. Grab some lunch, come upstairs in Wegmans in Manalapan, 12:30 on Wednesday. We would love to see you. A reminder that during July and August, all of our Shabbat evening services are at 6:30. It's easier for everybody that way, and schedule's a little bit gentler for many people. And in the end of July, we'll have our annual service out at Lake Toponimus before Shabbat really gets started, so it's light out. Bring lawn chairs, bring blankets, bring frisbees, bring whatever you want. Bring bug spray. Yes. And it's a really, really nice Shabbat service. The information will be coming out, but just to keep it in mind. And finally, on July 6th, we're going to have an information meeting for anyone who might be interested in joining us on our trip to Israel in December. We're going during winter break, as it's euphemistically called, December 25th to January 4th. We're doing this in conjunction with Jewish Federation. We've done this, Shira and I have done this before. It's an extraordinary trip. Keith Kravitsky, who is our Federation Director, is actually one of the people that created Birthright. And we are amazed to find out that he knows everybody in Israel. It's just astonishing to walk around with him. And Shira and I, who've both lived in Israel and been there many times, the last tour we were on, we went one place after another and looked at each other and went, did you know about this? No? Did you know about this? It's really quite amazing. So if you've never been to Israel, or if you were there a long, long time ago and would like to join us, information is available from me, from Shira. It will be sent out. All the congregants are actually receiving a mailing about it. But on Thursday evening, July 6th, you can come here 7 o'clock. No strings attached. We don't do high pressure sales, anything like that. Learn about what's going to happen, see a little bit of it, and see if you'd like to come join us. There are discounts for people who sign up by July 15th. So if you think you might want to do it, come and learn about it. If you're worried about safety, I promise you, not only is it safer than New York in the 70s, it's safer than New York right now. And I wouldn't joke about that at all. But we'd love to hear your questions about anything, and Shira and I would absolutely love to have you join us on this trip. We turn now to page 598. In a moment, we will join together in Kaddish. I'm sorry, it actually on the screens will be better because we include a last line that's not in the prayer book. We include all the people of the earth. If you are here to remember a loved one who died during the past 7 days, and you're observing Shiva, we ask you please to rise and say their names aloud. Please remain standing. It's fine. You can, if you would. If you are here for Shloshim, for someone who died within the past 30 days, we ask you to rise and add their names. And if you are here for yard site or to say Kaddish for any other reason, we ask you please to rise and say the names of the ones you're remembering. Rabbi Norman Kahan.
Hamakom Yenachem Etchem Im Sha'ar Avlei Tzion v'Yerushalayim. May God console you among the mourners of Zion and Jerusalem.
Please rise if you are able.
Yitkadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon, u'v'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, v'agala u'bizman kariv v'imru Amen. Yehi Shemei Rabbah mevarach le'alam u'lamei amaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yithalal Shmei Kudsha Brichu, Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru Amen. Yehi Shlama Rabbah min Shmaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru Amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel and to all the world, to which we say, Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, ve'im yoshvei tevel.
We turn back now to page 122 and 123 as we thank God for Shabbat. Thank God for a chance to take a breath and relax and savor the gifts of our lives. To lead us in Kiddush, we invite Seth and Jessica Kipnis.
And there was evening, and there was morning, the sixth day. The heaven and the earth were finished, and all their array. On the seventh day God finished the work that God had been doing, and God ceased on the seventh day from all the work that God had done. And God blessed the seventh day and declared it holy, because on it God ceased from all the work of creation that God had done. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Borei peri hagafen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kedeshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho v'ahava u'ratzon hinechilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit, ki hu yom techilah למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. כי בנו בחרת, ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, בשבת קודשך, באהבה וברצון. הנחתנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, מקדש השבת. לחיים.
It was grape juice before.
We'll have it right tomorrow, sorry. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Did you pull some off for your family?
Yeah, take a big piece, no big piece, be aggressive. They're going to share with your family. Well,
Thank you.
a piece off that. Take that. And Jess, you can go back. If there was about, when Cantor Alexander got here, that we began offering candy to people under 13 to make a sweet Shabbat. And so some people who grew up here were cheated out of that because they grew up here before this. So if you grew up at TRT or are married to someone who grew up at TRT or about to be married to someone who grew up at TRT, we're going to give you a chance to, Jess, this is your last chance. You want some? Or if you're under 13, anyone under 13 who's not yet bar bat mitzvah, come up and get some candy. Yeah. Yes. I know, you can too. If you're married to someone who grew up at TRT, you're welcome to also. Karen, you're almost. It counts. You got it? Okay. Thank Joanna for that. She invented that.
I didn't invent it, I stole it from another
She stole
temple.
it. That's good.
Sorry. Let us, let's close with Lo Alecha Hamlecha Ligmor. It's on page 645. 45, that sounded about right. 645. It's not your duty to complete the work, neither are you free to desist from it. Sometimes overcoming fear just takes putting one foot in front of the other. So together we can start our walk. Lo alecha hamlecha ligmor, lo alecha ligmor, lo alecha hamlecha ligmor, lo alecha ligmor, velo ata ben chori lehibatel mimena, velo ata ben chori, velo ata ben chori lehibatel mimena, velo ata ben chorin. Lo alecha hamlecha ligmor, lo alecha
There is a stronger emotion than fear, and it is love. Dear God, help us to reclaim love in the face of fear. Love for our fellow human beings, love for our neighbors, and love for you. For in that love is the antidote to Gewalt. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Maya Fehayo. You're the cleaning crew? One little kid. Oh, this is left up here for the cancer. Oh, there's the mess. That's funny. Who's the one?
check in between the aisles, see if there's any bread. Check down around the back too, see if there's anything. I didn't see it. After you vacuum back there, just take a look in the lobby too. See if there's any. They can stand.